And welcome to another installment of President Pro on YouTube. I'm glad to have everybody tuning in. With me tonight, as always, is the Queen Artemis.
Hello.
Prophet, and our buddy Fluffy. Tonight we'll be taking on the new Simeon repo missions, all 6 of them. I've got them arranged in kind of a cool little playlist, so we're going to do that and make some money, make some rep points and everything like that. And we'll see how it goes. These are pretty fun. Some of them are pretty simple. The new 3, I played them earlier. I have to say I'm not super impressed with them. They seem a little bit easy for the most part. They're not as... I want to say technical or as hard as the earlier ones from last week were, but we'll see. I played them by myself, and now that I got a full 4, we'll see if they go any different. So buckle up, and here we go. We're going to start off with the first 3 from the update last week, and then after we finish those 3 we'll go into the final 3 and kind of give you a walkthrough and simple explanation. But these are a lot of fun. Always pay attention to what's double money and double RP. They can make you a lot of money, make a lot of levels real quickly, especially if you're new to the game. If you're new to the game, I can't stress enough, buy the criminal startup pack. It will save you a lot of time. Right now they're 35% off, but that's going to be for a limited time. Alright, here we go. I have to go to the warehouse. I have no car available, so I'm going to drive the Queen's car. Queen want to jump on in with me? So, I don't know, Fluffy, have you played the new 3 repo missions yet? You have not? Okay. I want to see if you had an opinion on them. Being that all 4 of us have played these first 3, what do you guys think of them? Some of them are pretty fun. Ones are more fun than others. The ones where, this one here says, I'll agree, this one's kind of dumb, kind of boring. You go into a warehouse, there's no friction inside the warehouse or anything like that. You just walk around and blow up cars. The only thing you got to avoid is blowing yourself up, which for some people can be pretty difficult. Shady. Yes, this is true. And then when you come out of the warehouse, there's a group of enemies you got to fight. These guys, I got to say, you got to be pretty careful because they've boosted up the NPCs aiming and the type of weapons that they carry. So they'll tear you up pretty quick if you don't find cover really fast. So that's the biggest thing, is don't ever stand out in the open. Whether you're playing against NPCs on a mission or you're playing against other randoms in real life, one of the very first rules, never leave yourself out in the open. That makes you an easy kill. Alright, here we go into the warehouse. These ones aren't too exciting, I guess. The next one, the next couple, one of my favorites, I like the Squatched one. The Sasquatch one, that one's a blast. You get to roam around and blow up things with monster trucks, you know. Yeah. Well, I already had one, but, you know, it's an Arena Wars vehicle. I already had one, but I bought another one and built it to look like the Sasquatch vehicles and everything, just because I think they look really cool to begin with. Someone might as well start heading downstairs. This one they keep hidden in the back here. You gotta kind of... I got it. They got soda machines here. I wonder, I mean, I don't know. Yes, you can. Always pay attention to soda machines. They give, everybody knows this, but not everybody knows this. They give health and everything like that. Yeah, there's down in the basement. You can't be that close to them when they go boom there, Prophet. You gotta stay a little bit more. So yeah, they're downstairs. I'm not gonna run down there because by the time I get there, they'll have everything blown up and we'll have to run back up here anyway. What you find down in the basement, you find a wedge, you find a boxbill, a ruiner, and I can't remember what other one is down there or whatever, but yeah, there's cars down there you gotta blow up. Like I said, as you can see here, there's really no conflict in it. And Yeah. Blowing up cars is relatively easy unless you get too close, right, Prophet?
Yeah.
So right away, you want to find cover. The second you come out of this building, you want to go for cover immediately because these guys are lit up. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I don't always use my auto aim. I like to use free aim most of the time. But not everybody's comfortable with free aim and everything, so that's why I don't make them do a lot of free aiming. If they're not comfortable with it, Prophet, be careful, because I'm not kidding, dude. They will tear you up. Alright, I think we're good. Well done, team. Oh, no, there's another straggler right there. Team, if you would ever so mind, I'm just getting, yep. There we go. You got a ride, or do you need a ride, Prophet? Alright, you're straight. Oh, that's a semi. Woo! A little, just a little tap. Just a little tap. We're good. Well, welcome, Ethan. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Anybody in the future, the one commenting in the right box happens to be my youngest son. The Queen is my real life wife, and Prophet is our real life son. Fluffy is a really close friend. We consider him a brother. So once Prophet leaves the area, the mission will finish, and we'll all get an accomplishment. And whoa, look at him go! Land it, land it! Nice! Nice. And welcome, second viewer, whoever you may be. Appreciate you tuning in. You tuned in at the end of the first mission. Hang on a second. You got it? Okay. Went very well. Prophet accidentally got a little too close to one of them when they exploded, and he found out the hard way. No, I was not aware of that. But, cool. Well, it all depends. And if it's the one I'm thinking, I know Dragon Slayer subscribed to me the other night. And we like to always set them on hard, because even though they're double money, double RP right now, that hard gives it just that little extra bit, so it's almost 3 times, because you got to figure, 0.5 and 0.5, but still pretty well payout. I did not even pay attention to the payout or the rep points for the last one. What were they? Not too bad. Well, we accomplished it really quickly. See, and that's the thing about it is when it comes to doing this, the longer you take, the more you make. Is kind of the rhyme we live by when it comes to missions. So you don't want to be so quick about it all the time, Sometimes it's fun to slow down and just be methodic about it. Yes, I knew about that one. That was the 33 one was Dragon Slayer. He's another member of our crew. He's a great guy. We love having him with us. He's kind of a passive player. He doesn't come in and try to cause a lot of damage. He doesn't go in free rooms to do a lot of killing or anything like that. But we love having him around. He's a nice guy. He's got a good sense of humor. So yeah, he's an excellent GTA photographer. We will give him that. And he's really big into the wrestling scene. I do believe that he's kind of trying to come up on his own, himself as a wrestler, and more power to him, Yes, this one is the squatched one I was talking about earlier. We get to take out monster trucks, and we get to go roll over a whole bunch of vehicles and blow them up. But now that we're here. See, these are the Sasquatches. These are actually arena vehicles. They're the only monster trucks that we're allowed to keep inside of our garages, which is weird when you think about it. I will say this: if we can keep these ones in our arena garage, why can't we keep Mavericks? Ooh. You know, why can't we keep the Mavericks and the Liberators in these garages? Why can't they be fixed up for arena vehicles? Honestly, I'd even like to see, being that, you know, with the nightclub DLC, they gave us a limo that we were allowed to keep in our garages, you know, the Patriot limousine. Now, with that being said, why can't we keep our regular limousines in there, or even the weaponized, the turreted limo? I'd like to be able to paint that one at least. There wouldn't be much, you know, I don't expect much for armor changes or weapon changes or anything like that, but, you know, I personally wouldn't mind being able to slap a different paint job on it or something like that and keeping it in a personal garage. Pegasus vehicles are tedious and hard to get nowadays. Whenever you call them in, they show the location, but as soon as you get there, you get a message that says, "We apologize, but we were unable to process your request." And then you're left sitting there trying to call again and go to a different location. So it gets kind of tedious and kind of a pain in the ass, but, you know, I'm really in love with the fact that they allowed us to start keeping our insurgent, our weaponized ones in our garages, and we got libraries and paint jobs and all sorts of different stuff we can put on them that make them a lot more fun than they were originally. In my opinion, no matter what kind of cars they give us in the game, the Insurgent is still by far the most superior vehicle that they've ever constructed. You got so many... Oh, that's probably not even one of the cars. Yeah. Some of these things are pretty tough. I'm not gonna. There's white one right over here, because as you can see, like the rest of these, I run them over a little bit and they blow up just fine. You know, no problem. Like this blue one, you know, boom, just fine. We're gonna leave that white one for last. Just kind of glanced off the gray one, so but the red one, boom, no problem. Gray one, boom, no problem. Now here's this freaking white one, right? This thing right here. I don't know what it is about this goddamn car, but it is the toughest one of the whole grouping. You literally have to constantly run this thing over left and right, back and forth and all that before it finally blows up. It's like the indestructible car. Now everybody's watching, why don't you just use sticky bombs or something, because yes, you can throw those out the windows here, but that takes half the fun out of it if you ask me. You know, you're giving this big burly thing to do damage with it. Do damage with it. Oh, that did not work the way it was supposed to. I was hoping that would launch me up and over onto the highway. But unfortunately, that was a failed endeavor. And now I'm kind of stuck. Come on. There we go. Hi, police. Excuse me. Coming through. Alright. That was just a piss poor attempt. Let's try this again. Up and over. There we go. Oh. Oh, squish. Squish. Feel bad for the NPCs on the sidewalks. Sometimes. Other times they're just kind of inconveniently in the way. For the most part, yeah. You know, but I can't help but think every single time I play this game, and no matter how, you know, who they are, what type of NPC they are, or anything like that, or even randoms when we go into battles with them, I can't help but think about that video I've seen on YouTube of these guys. They made this really cool live-action GTA tutorial video using the guy that plays Trevor. And it's absolutely awesome. I'll share it to my Twitter page and my YouTube or my Facebook pages and everything like that. But it's hilarious. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to get, you know, in trouble for name drops or, you know, that type of stuff. But let's just needless to say, if you want to see it, check me out on my Twitter page at President Pro or on Facebook, same thing, President Pro. You can find us also on Facebook at Hunters of the Darkness HOTD. Like the page and you can keep up with all of the stuff that we're doing. I always like to give a little bit of warning before I start live streaming. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It all depends. Sometimes it's spur of the moment things. They just happen that way, and I like to share it with people. It doesn't always work that way, but I'm glad when it does. Alright, what is going on here? We got people completely clustered all over the place. Who's that? Is that you, Fluffy, almost on top of them? Yeah, okay. It doesn't give me information. All it says is a Sasquatch. It doesn't tell me who's actually driving it. Oh, the little nasty little prick. I'm jumping off cars here. Whoa, that was awesome. I just literally drove right over the hood of that pickup truck and it didn't even mess with me. I was already messed with, so that was kind of a failed endeavor in and of itself. And then you just follow a nice yellow line, cause as much damage, whatever havoc you may want to wreak on the way there. Okay, kind of like that. Light pole. Oh look, I was jousting. I had a launch for a minute. It's called a launch. Ah, that's a tree. Been reading the comments, and I'm not paying attention while I'm driving, although it does make for interesting little spits. No crashes, no jumps, no crazy shit. These things are fast, but they're not super fast. They're not as fast as like the ones that got the nitrous and the shunt boost on them. Woo! These things are fun though, I won't lie. Off-road, okay. I wonder if they'd be available in some of the creator races. I'd like to find out. As you can see, it's telling me to lose the cops, but unfortunately it seems I've already done that for the most part. I don't see a cop. Oh. Once again, too busy looking at the mini-map, not paying attention where I'm driving. You know, GPSs are dangerous. Crash a car while you're looking at the map, you know, 'cause mine doesn't talk to me on here. It doesn't tell me where to turn. I don't remember if it does it on story mode here or not. I know it did it on GTA 4. I know the GPS would talk to you.
What happened?
What?
How did it?
Because my sound switch was sideways, and I felt like it was destroyed.
Oh, what the hell? Well, that happens. Unfortunately, you know, you get little accidents like that, and you know that does happen.
But it wasn't even flipped. Like it was still on 2 wheels.
What?
That's all right. That's all right. Shit happens. But we're still moving on. Can't expect everything to go perfectly each time, you know. It just life doesn't work that way, and neither does the game. Because I completely believe that there's like algorithms. What's up, Choo Choo?
Just now, and I love it how you just now noticed.
Well, he had.
That's why I was like, what?
He must have, yeah.
How did you win, Choo Choo?
Yeah, how did you win? You ain't, I mean, you win because you're watching me. That's a win, so. Alright. Under the hammer. Oh, yeah. This one's kind of interesting. You get to go to a police station and steal cars that are basically under police protection, and everybody knows how well that goes whenever you're fighting the police on here. Which is funny because when you think about it, I remember reading several articles about GTA online role-playing that they've been doing on Twitch and everything like that, about how people have been getting angry because players have been really mean to GTA cops lately, and they've been kind of upset about it. And yet Rockstar builds these missions where you purposely have to go be mean to cops to accomplish the mission. So it's like a catch-22. It's like, what the hell, dude? So it's like, where you going? Bye. I do that all the time too. Like, I'll just be out driving. It's like, completely forget we were doing something. I'm just out for a drive. Nope. I was just curious to see if maybe there was a secondary way in. There is a secondary way into this place. I forgot. Right here. I can take them by surprise. Come on. Getting a bigger money. Alright. Profit out. Get to the last cars, guys. Come on. I got you covered, Queen. Get to the cars. So here's where your freeing still come in handy. I can't auto lock on these cops as it is. Alright, we're rolling. It's around front here. There it is. Got it? Alright. Rolling out. Alright. Now. Right, you good? Alright. Always keep in touch with your teammates and everything like that and see, you know, and make sure they don't need any help. Risky as it is, but it's better to go back and help than to just let them die. Alright. You're doing good so far. I know a nice little hideaway, tuckaway spot up here. If I can get to it, I'll be just fine. I'm on the wrong side of the road. Alright. I know what to do here. Make this road. I should be safe if I park here. They should not be able to find me. The helicopters might be able to find me. That might be a problem. Helicopter moving around my location, so I gotta kind of go mobile a little bit. There we go. And I am clean and on my way to deliver the car. So as you can see, pretty basic, simple run here. I mean, there's a lot of cops, so, you know, and the more you fight them, the more they tend to fight back. Yeah, right? So, it's good to have a little, best way is here, you gotta know the map. You gotta, you know, knowing that there are certain little key areas that you, ooh, can hide in and everything like that, you know, make it a little bit easier to get away from the police. I really do like these cars. I have one of these myself, the Infernus Classics, and GTA's version of the old 80s Lamborghini Diablos. They do drive very, very nice, especially when they're completely fixed up and everything like that. Not too much on the color schemes. There's no liveries for them or anything like that, but you know, I've got mine painted basic black. I like to go classics when it comes to these kind of cars and stuff. I tend to, you know, be drawn more to the old-fashioned classic look. Oof. And Queen is en route. What do we got here? Turismo Classic and the Toreo. The Toreos are their version of the Lamborghini Countach. I have one of these. I can never decide on a solid color. I keep changing the color all the time. These are the old like F40, F50 Ferraris. Yes, it can be purchased. It's rather cheap too. I think it's only like $750,000. Legendary Motorsports, that's where it'll be found. I do believe this one is the Turismo Classic. I had one of them for a while too, but that was before, you know, I hit the grind real heavy and built myself up to, you know, 40, 50 million, and I had to sell it when I got kind of broke. But in between the big DLCs, as you can see, we don't get a lot of big DLCs anymore because GTA 5 is starting to slow down, because now it has been confirmed GTA 6 is in the making. And so we can't really expect a whole lot in the future, but I don't expect GTA 5 Online to die anywhere anytime soon, even after the introduction of GTA 6. Being that it's supposedly going to be a PS5 exclusive, not everybody's going to be able to afford a PS5 right away, because if they're anything like the PS4s, everybody remembers when they were $800 brand new. So we've got to kind of consider the same type of thing is going to happen with the PS5. You're looking at anywhere probably between $800 to $1,000 or better for it. I think it's kind of early, honestly, for the release of the PS5. I mean, the PS4's only been out, what, 8 years? So, I don't know, it might be a little early, but you can't stop progress. I don't expect them to stop making PS4 games for a while to come, you know what I mean? I'm interested in it because biggest rumors are they're going to use 2 cities as the map for GTA 6. Supposedly the rumors are stating that it's going to be part of it's going to take place in Liberty City, and the other part is going to take place in Vice City. That I would love to see. I loved Vice City. It was by far, next to GTA 5, it was my favorite Grand Theft Auto game. I loved the whole story of Tommy Vercetti, you know, and everything like that. Oh yeah, I loved it.
Really? I like San Andreas better. Anything that it goes this one, San Andreas, then Vice City.
See, San Andreas was alright, don't get me wrong. I did like San Andreas, but I guess the thing I had about San Andreas is it was more gang related. I've never been a real whole gang related type of person. You know what I mean?
I don't know, that game.
It's fun, don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying it at all. I will completely agree to you. I liked how there were more cars with more mod options. Here, Queen, you want to drive? It's your damn car. I'm sitting here, I just take the lead on it. Like, no, I'm going to drive. So we're, I don't know. See, A, B, C, and D. Who want to go where?
I got D, I'm pretty sure.
All right, we'll head to B then. I got your map set. Just start driving. Take a left at the first road. All right, it says turn around. Don't listen to me. I'm a bad GPS. You can call me Mayhem. No copyright infringement intended. Not only reason he likes San Andreas is because of the cheats to beat the game. Well, we all used the cheats in San Andreas and nobody can say they didn't. You know what I mean? You practically had to frickin' finish it. I'm not kidding. There were some missions on, yeah, there were some missions that were almost literally impossible on that game. What's the name of the one where you have to use the RC helicopters and go around and blow up all them trucks and everything for the dude David Cross played his character? Yeah, I got this one.
You gave me fucking heartbeat.
Right. Yep, go ahead. I'll take care of this one.
You got no man. What's going on, my dude?
I think right now, I even think that the Elegy upgrade at Benny's is on sale right now too. That's typically like $1 million upgrade. Free.
Why are you here?
Oh, he on the roof. That's right. I forgot that dude on the roof. Man, screw you, dude. There you are. Nope, I'm straight. Ow. Bastard, yeah, I'm good. Oh, reload. I'll get up. I know there's another dude directly above. Yeah, my frame's a little off today. There we go. Alright. This one's pretty relatively simple and everything like that. You just go around these areas, you steal the cars, you deliver them, and then it's kind of like the first one, the first GTA today. And then you go around, once you get all these delivered, then Simeon gives you another list. Says, hey, I found a few more cars for you to go get. So it's kind of the same thing, just different cars. I think this one, now we're getting into the start of the 3 new ones that we just got on Thursday, and yeah, like I said, these ones seem that they're a little bit too easy. Some of them, there was no fight. A couple of them, I had like 4 or 5 guys next to me and everything like that. Of course, you get the pink car. Look at that. Oh, shit. Woo! That goddamn car come pull right out in front of me. Like that one did. Woo, there we go. I have one of these cars, Ellie's, and these are pretty nice cars too and everything like that. I got mine mimicked to look just like everybody else. I got one gone in 60 seconds, but just along this is gonna hurt. Oh, god damn, that was close. Wow. Epically close. That was awesome. Oh, and we come up to the delivery spot. And we deliver the car, like so, and now it's gonna, we gotta wait for the last car to get here. Once the last car gets here, then it'll tell us about the next one. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this dude's truck because it's here, he's here, why not? Alright, here's the other car. I will pick up the queen. There's a yellow dot on the other side. I think it's probably in between the Ellie and the Elegy. So just kind of slam it in there. No, in between the Elegy and the... No, ignore that. See it right there? That's it, you gotta slam it in there. Okay, it counted it delivered. That's the way you do it. Alright, here we go. On to the next one. Alright. I'm not even exactly sure, but I know there's 4 more we gotta go get. And this time we have a short time limit to get it. Oof! I did not think I was making it through that one. Set us to the... There you go. Yep. Alright, yeah, let's go for that one. We'll go for D, and then I'll go for A. We'll have you take D and I'll take A. Alright, put the hammer down. I like using big trucks every once in a while because big heavyweights, people get in my way, I'm in a hurry, I just shove them out of the way. They do get up to some pretty decent speed. Yep, try it. I got a wedge too. I like playing around with my wedge, my ramp buggy. Fun to make cars go flying. I understood what you meant. There was no need to correct it. Out of the way, dude. Coming true, coming true. Coming true. Oh! Had he stayed in his lane, no one would have gotten hurt. We'd have slipped right by him on the side. No one would have even been aware of it. But no, he had to go all panicky and clinch up, and he died. See? Don't clinch up. Don't be stupid. Yeah. Don't be panic stupid. You know, just stay the hell out the way. When you see a big ass truck coming in your lane, don't steer toward it. Alright. Alright. I'm off. I am not entirely sure where is who. I got C and A on my screen over here. I'm closer to A. Okie dokie. Yeah. Well, not quite. That'd be a hefty charge for a taxi ride, even in a semi. Alright. Played this one earlier. I did this the same way. I just parked the semi at the bottom. I walked up here. By the time I got up here, my wanted bar was gone, and I just had to drive back and deliver the car. So, like I said, this one is really no different from the first GTA today. A few more cars, but other than that, it's really no different. Oh yeah, and the time it takes to get out of the vehicle for the hat to put back on, yeah, it appears, you know, that I come out bald. It took my hairdo away again, so I just said screw it and I left it as it is. See? Get in the car, wanted bar gone, so now I just gotta drive. So we're gonna drive. I am out of here. Got profit on the next vehicle. Paying attention to him. I wasn't paying attention to where I was driving. I missed my turn, but I'm alright. I do that a lot from time to time, especially if I get in the zone and I'm just driving. We could be doing a delivery even for, you know, one of the biker businesses or CEOs or something like that. And I could be driving a delivery vehicle and I completely forget I'm driving a delivery vehicle, miss my turns and just keep on driving. But then again, we're all guilty of that from time to time. Right? Yeah, I'm going. He's like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot we were doing something. I was just driving. Radio on. Not a good song. I shouldn't say not a good song, but not kind of a song for the moment anyways. This one ain't even really either. Whoa! It took me all roundabout way. But I'm getting there, no worries. Down to 3 minutes, fellas. How we doing? Whoa! That was Fluffy going airborne over top of me. And once again, we get the last vehicle and deliver it to the yellow spot, and we are done. So, yeah, I apologize. These ones aren't very exciting. I mean, they weren't, to me, they don't seem like they were very well thought out, but it is what it is. If you ask me, it seems like Rockstar kind of slapped those ones together. Oh, shit. Hang on a second. Oh. Well, he hung up on me, so we'll see if he calls back. This ain't no damn talk show. I ain't taking callers at this time. Oh, alright. Last car is on the incoming. How far out are you, Prophet? Got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh yeah, you just around the bend. Oh yeah. No worries at all, no worries at all. This docks looks like the one from San Andreas. Well, yeah, there's similarities and everything like that, you know. They use it, you know, they use ideas and everything from the original San Andreas into a lot of this, but a lot of this map is incorporated from the Los Angeles skyline. It's almost identical replica, but not near as big. But yet the funny thing is, I've seen the actual map scale. This map here is bigger than San Andreas's map by far. Look it up on YouTube under game map comparisons, and they always have the GTA games in there along with, you know, a lot of other games and stuff like that. But yeah, it turns out the GTA 5's online map and everything like that is like 3-4 times larger than... Now that's what you call delivering it with authority, but it's not quite delivered. Shit. What the hell? He kicked me out of it when I pulled up. Yeah. I got here and it kicked me out of it like I delivered it. Interesting. Fireworks? I think that would have been you, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a queen shooting off fireworks. We get fireworks launchers and everything like that, you know. They're real fun at night. I got mine put away, hidden in my weapons wheel because I never use it. When you do missions, yeah, when you do missions, your custom weapons wheel doesn't really apply, and I gotta say, I think that's kind of bogus. It makes finding weapons so much harder when you own them all. Alright, and this one here, this one is an absolute pain in the ass, but it actually ought to be pretty interesting if we do it the way. What it is
remember to move those ones.
When we get there, the object is to steal a brickade. These are big trucks they use in CEO deliveries and stuff like that. Problem is they've got it completely blocked in with an unbreakable fence areas and a whole bunch of RVs parked around it. So instead of moving the RVs one by one, because there's a whole bunch of people shooting at you while you're trying to do it, I took out my atomizer and I moved the RVs with it. So I think all in all four of us using the atomizers to move those RVs, this ought to be pretty funny. Let's see, that's Profit Ride, there's a clean ride right there. Alright. Oh, pardon me everybody. I just took a drink of my soda, I can be kind of rude sometimes. Ah, welcome new viewer. Tuning in, we're on the final mission of the playlist, but I'm glad you tuned in anyways. Feel free to go back and check out the whole video. Some places, like these missions, like I said, they can be rather boring. The drives can be rather boring and kind of tedious back and forth, but it's always interesting when you've got people around like that. Yeah, I'd love to do that type of... Oh, what's up, COD? Well, that's good news. So yeah, no, we're trying out the whole new Simeon missions. There were 3 new ones, so I created a playlist consisting of all 4 of them. That way we can play all 6 of them, my apologies, to where we can play all 6 of them in one big playlist. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We're wrapping it up now. I think this is the final one. This is 5? Oh, okay. My apologies again, since I can't count tonight. Oh yeah, the last one. Do you even lift? Fluffy got his own idea. Oh, gotcha. Well, they're slippery even on asphalt, man. Them things, the arena vehicles, they slide all over the place. But I've got one, you know, I love my Dominator, my Arena Dominator. I just wish that out of all the races they'd make, I wish they would actually make a mimic to add the actual death race. I tried to, but unfortunately it doesn't work. Oh, stop. Kill the people first and then remove the goddamn thing. I just got shot to shit.
That was awesome.
Aim for the top corners of them. It does the most damage. It moves them the best. Oh yeah, I'm about to die. Ooh, maybe not. Ooh-wee. Yeah, lucky as shit right there. Every once in a while we'll go in and, you know, clean out a lobby or two, you know. We don't do it very much anymore. Alright. That goddamn thing. Gotta go. There it goes. that other one out of the way. Alright, like I said, you pop a little bit of corn there and get a big ass truck. Oh, pull. Alright, I got the truck and I'm rolling out. I like to go a little off-roading, kind of messes with the NPCs, makes it harder for them to target you. Bang, bang, bang. Alright, now I gotta go all the way back around. Beat it, nerd! Paying attention to driving. Ooh, Prophet accidentally killed the queen. Alright. Sorry, truck, but you're in my shield for the moment. Out of my way, jerk. Flat tires. Look at me. I'm bigger than you. High-end food chain. Oh, that's gonna hurt you. Yeah, I know, they seem tempting, but once you buy one and comes up all with the questions, it's like, well, when are you ever really going to use it? What? Yeah, exactly, you know?
I have one I've used it like twice.
Yeah. You know, I've got vehicles like that too, or, you know, you're just like, oh yeah, I want to buy them and everything like that, and you buy them and then you just never fucking use it. Like the turreted limo, I bought one. Used it, yeah, I think I used it twice. Like I said, that's just because Pegasus vehicles are such a pain in the ass. And here we are on the final one. Do you even lift? This one's kind of funny. I mean, you got to go around with cargo bobs, pick up the cars, and then deliver them. I was doing this one earlier. I'm not quite sure how it happened, but the cargo bob ended up blowing up on the last car delivery, so I'm not quite sure what happened, but we'll see how well it goes this time. We got a full room. Well, then me and your dad probably have a lot in common, being that, you know, I'm probably roughly about his age. As sad as that sounds. Well, I know COD's like 14, 15, so I know, yeah, more than likely me and his dad are probably in the same age groups. Yeah, oof. Yeah, that's something the old men say too. Oof. Alright. There are cargo bobs at the Richards Majestic And there's also a cargo bob this direction here. There are probably even ones over at the helipad, I'm not sure, but I do know of this one, and I know of two at Richard's Majestic, the movie studio. Or if you own one, that's one, you know, that's where, oh, stop right here. Take a left. My waypoint was a little bit off. Go that way, keep going straight. Left, 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 left in the parking lot. See that stairs? Yep, right here, the ladder. There we go. I'm not a very good GPS. Up to the top. There we go. Oh yeah, look at there. Oh, you got a Jet Sand one. See, I like this one that they give us. It's all black. Why? No, just jump in. Fluffy, you want to pick up Prophet? He's right below us. Well, it's following the one of them because typically I've found two people do work better because the cars are normally parked real close to garages. And you kind of need someone to go down there and move them away from the garage a little bit to give them easier access. Hey, don't knock the ball, guys, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being bald. No, I used to do it as a choice. Not completely. I've got what they call kind of a crew cut. But no, I remember when I used to bick my head. I looked pretty good bald. All right, we're going to that one. Yep. Let's hit this one right here. Down low enough, and I'll drop you off on the roof, back the car up a little bit. Whatever. And just like that, quick snatch and grab. Oh no, no, your dad's much out of my age limit. He's a good 13 years older than I am. You must be the youngest of your family then. So yeah, pretty basic. And yeah, you fly them across and drop them off on a parking garage roof just next to Simeon's, and then you go for the next one and you drop that. I don't know if there's any more after these four, like I said. I had an issue where my helicopter blew up on the last one. Down, pick up the passenger, and on the next. That's what you call organized. Yeah, go ahead, D. Alright, now we're on to the last one. Oh wow, so he just had kids later in life. Well, good for him. Our kids were born when we were still pretty much kids ourselves. No, this is the one I blew up on. I'll set you down over here. Alright, that's what I can do for you. I hovered over the pool. It was the best spot for her. Yeah, bring it to the backyard back here. Careful going through that gate. That is a pool right there. Bring it to the backyard. Yep. Gotcha. All right. And we are on the way. That's far. That's far. Right? Hey, you want to leave no trace that you were ever there. Now it just looks like the dude drowned. That's the kind of way I like to do missions a lot. You know, I'm not a whole... I don't like going in and going to blazing all the time, shoot up the whole place. Sometimes I like going in and seeing if I can do the job and get out without anybody even knowing I was even there. You can steal a target vehicle. And here we go. So I guess it was just that four. Pretty basic, pretty simple, run-of-the-mill type of mission there. Like I said, these last three, these new three that they just gave us on Thursday, they are not impressive at all.
Pretty much nothing.
Yeah, rudimentary, boring, run-of-the-mill type of missions and everything like that.
Put some buzzers in or something.
Yeah, you know, something to make it at least a little more interesting. People to come after you a little bit more or something like that. But, you know, these seem pretty dry runs. So, well, ladies and gentlemen and YouTube viewers, there you have it. Oh, look at the Queen with the win for the playlist. Well done, Queen Artemis. Being that we all had the same score, I'm gonna call a little bit of sexism on that one, but it is what it is.
Not sure how that all went down. But
Other than that, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We had a lot of fun making the video for you.
yeah.
Tune in next time when we go live. I don't know what we'll be doing, but it'll be something fun like always. Remember, look us up on Twitter at President Fro, at Ambriella70, at AsylumInmate01. You can find us on Facebook at Hunters of the Darkness, HOTD. You can always find me here on YouTube. Till next time, remember, hunters never die.